Hello. Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Don't put your mic in front of your face.
It's,
That's good. That's good. That's good.
you know what? First of all, I was called out of the room to do something. I get here on time,
You did.
and I have to be subjected to my job. I have to still set up.
I think you pushing it, man.
Subjective?
Subjected to sitting here and not being prepared with it. You know, just come on.
It's subjective.
Yeah. It was on time. What, for real? It was on time. I wasn't even expecting you to be on time, for me, and I thought you was gonna hit me with some shit like, nigga, I said I was coming. I get that when I get there.
Well, them Leos, hell, man.
I'm waiting on my producer, y'all.
So I'm gonna let y'all warm all y'all whack conversation up.
No, the most important part was what was subjective. What that had to do with this.
You cool as fuck. You over there lame.
Oh, you might want to call me Charlemagne.
Meaning I had to endure something that I wasn't coming to, expecting that
So
was.
what part was uncomfortable? Subjective and endured mean you were severely
Well,
uncomfortable.
you actually adding all these other words, nouns, and adjectives to my sentences that I didn't.
You said endured. And you said
I did.
subjective. You just said endured.
But then you said
Run
something
the
after
tape
that
back,
I was uncomfortable. I didn't say I was uncomfortable. Endure means like when you're running, you probably don't have any endurance. You know, you're not gonna go that far.
And I'm uncomfortable because I'm tired.
No, but I didn't ask you whether you were uncomfortable.
No, we're talking about the word
about
endure.
subjective. Now, see, now you're changing what word you want to focus on. Get it together. I keep track.
Endured. You said it out of your mouth.
Patience is another word.
You're actually.
Come and say something. I wanna hear your voice. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are on me, all the eyes on me, all the eyes are on me, all the eyes on me, all the eyes are on me, all the eyes.
What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode of the What You Mean podcast, man. We actually are doing our first inaugural ATL edition, man. This is the first one, man. Got a chance to come up here and fuck with my homeboy. Some of y'all already know who he is because we talked about him in the first season. You know what I'm saying? Been fucking with him for a minute. I'm gonna let him introduce himself in a minute. Then I reached out to a familiar face to me and asked her to come and, give her 2 cents on the platform. Of course, y'all know we're just gonna talk some shit. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. But in the meantime, between time, man, welcome to the first episode of the What You Mean podcast ATL edition, man. This is an after hours joint. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna turn the floor over, man, and let my folks tell you who they are and where you can find them at.
Hi. Hello. Can y'all hear me? Mic check.
Yeah,
You were trying to make that up?
Yeah, we get you.
Oh, okay, cool. My name is DEANNA Barnes. I am the ATLian that you're talking about. You trying to figure out what this is about.
Okay.
I don't, shouting out on Instagram. I have been off,
I could tell when I went and visited your page.
like, off of social media platform for years. So, that's a personal thing, subjective thing
We
that
can't
you
even
would
get
do.
through the intros. Already crunk up.
I'm just,
Go ahead. Oh, his camera fired than mine, bro. We got a problem. I sat in the wrong fucking seat.
I can get up, man.
Man, nah, you good, bro. Go ahead with your intro, man. Tell the people who you are and where they can find you, bro.
The Thomas Collection. The Thomas Collection Studios. And mdmotivation.com, which is my financial literacy page.
Okay. So what do you want us to call you during this session?
Oh, just Thomas. That's what everybody called me in the industry.
That's what, and I love it. All right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get everything going. And what I mean by that is, in this specific thing that we're talking about, there isn't really a subject base per se. It's kind of sort of just a conversation. After hours is more geared towards it's a more sexual conversation, it's a more intimate conversation, it's a more relationship, feminism versus masculinity type of conversation. So with the dating realm the way it is up here in Atlanta, I know that there's definitely a conversation to be had, man. So I am going to actually start it here, and it's just random. It just popped into my head since we in the A, right?
What are we gonna bring up?
monogamy, or what's the other word?
Polygamy.
Polygamy.
What are the other ones?
I'm just. That's the two I'm putting out there. One or the other. Like, which one? Which one are you choosing?
If you had a choice,
Yeah, if you had a choice, and the free, man, that nigga shot fire. Okay, yeah.
and I don't like it. So
I don't know why you don't.
Well, then I'll swap.
no,
with you.
because the
You
reason
can
I
sit
don't.
right here next to him.
The fuck?
What happened?
He said he wanted to move.
No,
I'm
that's
just
not
talking
what I'm
shit.
talking about.
Yeah, I'm waiting on your response.
No, what I meant by I didn't like it. I'm a photographer. Like I'm a visionary on shots and angles. That's what I was talking about. Not where I was sitting.
Well, I guess he was saying
polygamy,
you were prettier than him or something. That's what it was.
Your choice of words tonight. On the in my business mind, I would definitely say polygamy.
Okay.
Your business mind?
My business mind. A relationship is a business.
Jeez.
I think that's what it is. Definitely in 2023.
So you want to try to sound so profound in the answer. Like the question is, do you want to be with just one person or do you want to be with a bunch of people? Do you think it's okay? Do you not care? Are you neutral? You don't give a fuck?
What's your response?
Mine is, I think it's just whatever different choices. We all have different experiences. There's probably nobody who's never just been with one person. I doubt it.
No, he was asking which choice would we choose?
As in, what would you
I don't
choose?
feel like I would. Why do I have to choose?
You don't have to. It's just for the sake of conversation. So it sounds like
Polygamy. I mean, because at the end of the day, I don't feel like we're meant to just necessarily be with one person. And it doesn't even happen naturally, instinctively. It's just not. Saying the other level of polygamy where people are talking about they're married and they're all together, they're on the same roof, or maybe not, but they understand the assignment, they understand the situation, they play their parts.
right.
Then they have children by multiple babies. Well, what's the difference between the one that actually is chosen to take care of everybody and treats everybody with respect than the person who has the same amount of kids, the same amount of women, and they can't have one hello conversation with them? Who's being responsible? I feel like it gets deeper than just talking about monogamy.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Being that you said that, were you ever often in a monogamous relationship and still was attracted to other men then? Because the way you was talking, that's
Right,
you're
I'm attracted.
instinctively attracted to people.
Yeah, I know what
So that's
I
what,
can
I was
look like.
clarifying what your
Yeah,
I feel that though, because as men, like we're to mate. You know what I mean? Like we're hunters, so like
Right.
So like
the same way we feel that you like, oh, I just want to get on her ass or something like that. We should be like, oh,
But no, the issue.
he can get it. You know
But
what
no,
I'm
the
saying? It's
issue
same
is
emotional.
the issue is how they put barriers on women and they don't put barriers on men. Because like, as a human being, you're attracted to things. You feel what I'm saying?
So that's
like,
the ground you're gonna stand. You officially standing by that statement you just said.
I haven't finished it.
You just said enough, but go ahead.
No, but what I'm saying is like the barriers that they put on, like it's not okay for a woman. You feel what I'm saying? To like to want to sleep with multiple people, but it's okay for a man to.
But
we're all human beings.
Ways.
Right.
But what I'm saying is you take those what's right and what's not right, then it should be okay for women to do that. It's 2023 women okay doing it now.
But they've been doing it without
but people look down upon it. You feel me? Like why?
I think it's always gonna be looked down on.
Right. And I think somebody's always gonna be mad about everything.
If you look at things evenly, it wouldn't look down upon it.
We're not on the same playing field though, bro.
Why not?
What you mean? Why not?
Women, like it's okay for you to want to fuck a whole bunch of people, but it's not okay for a woman to.
Goddamn right.
Say it again.
Goddamn right. That's exactly how
I missed the question. What's the?
The question was, do I feel like it's okay for me to fuck multiple motherfuckers and whoever my ideal person is can't fuck with nobody else? And I said, you goddamn right.
What that sounds like you would like if you was in a relationship, you felt like if you cheated on your wife or on your girl, it's not okay for her to cheat.
Oh no, she couldn't go do that shit.
See,
cheat or just being with other people.
Just period. Like,
but men do it all the time.
But wait,
I'm not saying that we don't. I'm not saying that we don't.
Hold on. It'll be that situation, but you'll say, oh, you can bring a girl home.
No, I don't roll like that.
Uh,
Not with my person. I
what?
don't. With a random, I wouldn't give a fuck.
A random. So
Yeah.
with your wife, you wouldn't have
A threesome?
a threesome, a foursome, a tensome,
Nah,
orgy.
because I believe that that's a door that if I open up that door, I got to be ready for whatever has come through it. So even though I may be cool with the fact of if she wanted to bring another female in, if there was a conversation one day that she wanted to have about bringing another guy in, I ain't gonna be ready to have that conversation because I ain't gonna entertain it.
But why
So
would that be okay if are you more concerned about what she's gonna turn into or what you're gonna turn into or that you're
I'm
actually
afraid of
making
both of them. I don't. There's certain shit I just don't want to dab in.
But that's already
But-
like making something happen that hasn't even taken place.
Paul, I really have to ask him something. Like, why is it okay for you to cheat and it's not okay for your mate to cheat back on you? What?
Do we have to use the
Why
word
would-
cheat?
Well, no,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, because we're talking about a monogamous relationship from the beginning. And then I asked you, would you be attracted to other people? And then you was like, of course. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where we're at with it. I had to catch you up right quick. But why do you feel that? Like, what makes you so special in a relationship? What makes you so special that you feel like you can go cheat and she can't?
I don't even want to look at it as a point of something.
Because she gonna get
Listen,
back at you. I promise.
Listen. So when I'm number one, I'm not looking at it as in something that's superior and inferior here. All right. It kind of sort of goes back to, I hate to bring this into question, but a lot of things that people even believe doing, like me and her had a conversation about religion. A lot of stuff that we believe is just, we were taught to believe it. You know what I'm saying? You
That's
know,
right.
regardless of whether we understand it or not, which in the people who taught us what to believe, taught us what to believe because they were taught to instill this in us because this is the quote unquote way. So a couple of things that have been instilled in me when it comes to a woman that I'm giving my mental to, my spirit to, my security to, you know what I'm saying? Like, number one, I can be honest and say that I've grown enough to say that I know how to keep my dick in my pants now.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. But when I was in that place where if you my person, you my main person I'm dealing with, I don't give a fuck whatever else I'm doing. No, you can't fuck with nobody else. And it's just something like that's been drilled inside of me as I've been a kid. Like this is quote unquote what you look for in your woman, or this is what she's supposed to do, and this is how women are supposed to handle themselves. And it's just something that's inside of me that's been taught to me that I haven't been able to get away from those teachings. Did that make sense?
Who taught it to you?
Huh?
I'm interested. Who was that from a woman? Was
Well,
that
and
from
still,
a man?
it's just
from,
it's what's
or just learned
Society,
behavior?
the culture,
society, yeah,
the culture,
yeah.
the period. I mean, everybody. Go ahead.
But if you take away, this is why I wanted to ask you this, because if you take away what we were taught, and because we were taught that going to college and go get a 9-to-5 for the rest of your life was the American dream.
Correct.
So if you go with what's right and what's right and what's wrong, what's wrong, you feel what I'm saying? And you do have men out here that go cheat on their women.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the women cheat back, it's like, oh hell, you done brought the hammer down, but it's what's right is what's
Nigga,
right.
whole world in.
You're right. So like, when I asked you that, it seemed like you felt like it would be okay for you to cheat, and then it's not okay for her to cheat because she gonna cheat. It's not too many women out here that's gonna, you have a baby on or whatever the case, and she's not gonna go get some get back to soothe her spirit. You feel me? Like,
I totally agree.
so why would that not be right for her to do that if you did it?
I'm just saying, bro, for me, how I'm set up, I can't take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like number one, bro, I got a golden rule. We were just talking about this golden rule, me and you earlier when we first got here. Like, I ain't fooling with nobody's wife, because if I get a wife, I don't want nobody fooling with my wife. But your girlfriend would get smashed. If she choosing, she would get fucking smashed all day long. You know what I'm saying? But the karma of having another whomever smashing the person that I'm talking about I want to spend the rest of my life with, and they my person, like, I ain't set up to be able to receive that. So knowing that I'm not set up to be able to receive that, then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do that to her for that to be a case for it to be. So what I'm trying to do, I think I'm trying to distinguish between the difference of understanding that I think the nature of the man is different. I think when the man is doing what he want to do just because what he want to do, that's why you get the quote unquote, this my main, or this my chick, or whatever the case may be, and this who I'm holding down while I'm still doing whatever I want to do. But I do think this at some point in time, I think niggas change, bro.
Do you think you deserve more than one woman?
You asking the younger
It's
me
an
to me right now?
It doesn't matter.
To me right now, can't even really handle more than one woman.
Well, he on the monogamy side of what we was talking about.
It ain't even about it ain't even about being on the monogamy side. I wouldn't mind having multiple girls. But I'm just saying, like you were just saying about the American
Mentally,
dream.
it takes a lot to
Like
have
I'm not set up like that. I'm set up about my business, bro. Like this was a gamble. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that I wasn't able to do when I'm tied to certain people. But when I'm on my own, I can do what I want to do when it comes to my business. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't handle more than one woman. Like I'm catching hell trying to please one. What I'm gonna do with 2 and 3 and 4 when I know that the purpose of my motherfucking what I see is my motherfucking business. This is what I give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about no ass no more. If it come, it come. If it don't, it don't. Don't do that. Cause
No, that's real
you the
shit,
same way though.
Okay.
You the same way though.
So where was this conversation going? So if
I
you're
don't
so
know.
if you're a
No, but
polygamist,
the original question was, would you choose monogamy or polygamy?
but it's almost like saying, well, you're talking about do you believe it, and you go based on what you think you could or couldn't do. But if you actually really do it in real life, well, I ain't judging you if you do that type of stuff, but that ain't what that's how the arguments and the opinionation and everything else,
I agree.
proceeds itself.
Where I feel like most people would choose polygamy on the men would choose polygamy on the I get to sleep with 2 women. If you recall, I said, well, if I my business mind, I would pick polygamy because I would structure that like a business. Like you got 3 people, 3 incomes, 3 marketers. Like
Nice.
you feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like where I would, that's why I said business mind.
Right.
But a relationship is a business.
I
Money
think-
goes out,
Yeah.
money comes in,
So
and everything is budgeted.
So do you think that because you're not having a sexual relationship with somebody, that it's still not an intimate relationship?
No,
Because business, if you having if you as a man have majority women as your employees or your head of whatever,
I wouldn't call them employees. Wait,
right? But I just said employees, business
No.
partners. I don't care. Silent
You
investors.
misunderstood me. Hold on. Hear me out real quick. What I meant by that was like where most men would choose polygamy for sexual reasons, I would choose polygamy for business reasons. That's what I meant. Not like,
I'm not misunderstanding.
okay.
I just went on a whole
Oh, you went
mental
okay.
thought process of it.
Okay.
It's not a narrow thought, because even in any business, so the words people say this ships, all these words say ships at the end. It's supposed to be taking you somewhere. So no matter what it is that you're doing,
And they do.
it needs to be beneficial.
And
No
they
matter
do.
what you're doing.
A bad relationship is beneficial.
What's in it for me? That's
A
all.
bad relationship?
Anything.
The lesson that you learn from it. That's priceless.
Yeah. Okay.
People are always about themselves. That's why he was so adamant about saying, gosh darn it, my wife is going to be in the white picket fence. And
That's how they taught us. That's what I was just
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I
I mean, fuck that. I'm talking about how they teach us what should be what. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me it's okay. Oh, you must, if you don't go to college, you're a failure. In the 80s, that's what it was. That's how we was taught. You feel what I'm saying? But I done been in prison, came out, never been to college, and I make more than, I promise you, than legally I make more than somebody who went to college. So you can't tell me that that's what's supposed to be. You feel me? Like, so that's why I said fuck that, because they want us, they have an agenda for us. I promise.
so when do you start taking responsibility in what you accepting, to uphold for your thoughts and beliefs?
For
When do you start
right
for
is
general
wrong.
understanding what you want to make a decision about? Because everybody is always your influence.
I think that comes with mental freedom, because once you don't care about what other people think, you will never ask yourself that question.
I'm not asking.
No, because if you're not worried about there are no other influencers but what you want to do in life. Because we get geared in different directions because what we think what somebody gonna like. People do that every day and don't realize it. But once you mentally free to not care about what other people think, I promise you would never ask yourself that question.
And I don't.
But you asked it, so
I'm
that's the
asking
answer.
the question for the conversation.
Okay.
But myself personally,
Yeah.
am I that person?
Yeah.
Do I really take
You don't.
prisoners?
Yeah. You don't
There's
give a
no
damn.
prisoner.
No, but okay, like you saying that there's no prisoners, but there are times where I promise you, there are times where you care about what other people think.
I don't
Okay.
think that'll never change. I think somebody, you care about what somebody say.
I think I don't. It's not a
It doesn't move.
specific person. It is a general idea of what's being said. Because sometimes you can hear the same message, but it's kind of said differently based on different people.
Okay.
And somebody say, hasn't somebody told you that before? You don't know that you do, blah, 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 right? And you'll be like, what's wrong with them, right? But different people have said different things. So the realization that when somebody says those conglomerate of things, then you say, aha, maybe I do need to check myself. Maybe I could change it. But guess what? When people are used to, just like people say your kids, when people are used to a certain behavior, they cannot unsee what they've seen before, even when you're changing. They don't by words. Even if they physically say, well, I see you doing something different, but I'm still say, I remember when. Like,
No, but at the end of the day,
through the mud.
it goes back to right and wrong is wrong. Because if you know if somebody telling you something that's right, you won't mind changing it. Because you know it's right. You might not like what they say.
Yeah.
But if you know it's right, you will change it. You'll be like, damn, that kind of hurt my feelings. But you're going to change it if you got the will to.
Well,
if it's right.
Well, look, if you even realize that it's actually an issue.
It wouldn't, if it's right, it would be an issue. That's what I'm saying.
If
somebody's telling you something to change and you know that they're right, that's an issue that you need to change.
The conversation is not knowing that is the actual issue. Does that make sense? If you done told your child every day, look, there's a step right there. You have to pay attention and step over. Every day they call boom, 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 boom. They done bust their knee head.
And every time you tell the kid, they're gonna be like, that motherfucker don't know what they're talking about. But if you know, once you know it's right, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna change that. Let me go around the step.
Right. It just take a little longer than something.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. It's the length of time. Because it could have been being said all along, but you wake up and have an epiphany. Something hit you emotionally, spiritually, whatever, right? All of a sudden one day where you just castrated out. You always want to change your life at 3 a.m. in the morning, right? You can't, I don't know, you can be up, to 6 a.m. to go do something for real, but, it's always a matter of impact, I think. What is causing us to make changes, and when do we decide to make?
It's a few things that cause people to make changes. They pockets, and when they care about what other people think.
What if it's to actually aid and help a unit of people, a community, or the reason why we're
That's about knowing what's right is right, is wrong is wrong. Like if you're a right person, you will help people in need.
Yeah, especially
every time.
Yeah.
If you're a right person, right is right, wrong is wrong. If I got money in my pocket and I see somebody hungry, the right thing to do is feed that man. But you got some people that don't think like that. But that's the right thing to do. But
I was about to say, what
I ain't gonna preach y'all to death.
Keyboard?
I said I kept hearing something. I kept hearing something. So what's I guess, man, what's going on in Atlanta nightlife, bro? Tell me about that, man. It's been a while since I've been up here. I'm here. So, like, what's going on in the city, man?
Man, I'm probably not the right person for this podcast, man.
What you mean? You don't know what's going on in the city?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't go out no more like that. Like
that's fine.
That's not important. Like once I'm on another. Spiritually, I'm somewhere else where I know what's need to be done. So like, I ain't even focus on it. Like Atlanta nightlife will stunt a lot of shit in your life.
Gotcha.
Because a man that's want to go out and have a good time gonna spend about $1,200 going out.
Wait, I was just talking about going from the car inside.
He asked me tonight about the nightlife.
$100 just to walk in the door. You ain't.
Would you like for me to break it down? I mean, just let me
But
know.
are you talking about in the club, even the
just if-
restaurant? We just talking about restaurants, anything, lounge.
If you come to, hear me out. If you come from another city and you come to Atlanta, you're gonna spend about $1,200 going out
Damn.
as a guy. She looking at me like she don't believe me, bro.
Because I think that's only relevant to like a club, like a regular club, a night
okay,
club.
how many
What
times?
restaurant are you buying steak
No.
for? I don't know.
You got to listen to the underlying factors. Somebody that's coming from out of town.
Okay.
Even now, like if I wanted to go out right now, I'm gonna spend about $1,200 going out. Clubbing, yeah, you're gonna spend.
Okay,
if you go to the club,
well, I would say with everything, with the outfit.
I ain't even talking about the outfit.
I mean, well, all of that.
Bruh, can somebody get that calculator out? I'm about to run it down to you right quick, bro.
So look.
No, bruh, please entertain, because you asked me about the Atlanta nightlife, and people need to know this. Because they think it's just,
so you want me to pull my phone out and
I want you to tell everybody
I got your phone.
And
I want you to tell everybody.
Phone over there.
No, tell everybody, because I can't think, type, and that's gonna take too long. Tell everybody what the end addition to everything that I just called out. Okay, so I'm going out.
Okay.
Right? Let's start right here. I gotta get to the gas station, put some gas in my car. I ain't gonna say fill it up. I'm gonna be generous and say just put $30 in there. $30.
All right.
Because I'm going to get these two girls.
All right.
It's somebody that I'm interested in and her homegirl.
Okay.
But
You
guess
trying
what?
to get that buff on?
No, not necessarily that. But
Okay,
if I'm
go
trying to listen, I'm gonna break it down to you. If I'm trying to impress the person that I'm trying to go out with, and she got her homegirl, get what? That my tab too. You feel what I'm saying? So I got to go pick them up. I done got them. We on our way to the club.
Okay.
$60 VIP park.
All right.
Cause I got to come right out. I'm stunting, right?
All right.
Okay. You can't stand in line. Cause you got these two girls. So you got to go to VIP line.
Okay.
Was that $50 or $100 a piece?
I hope you ain't. If you in Buckhead, that's about $100 a piece.
Yeah.
So that's $300.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we get in. Before you get to the bar, can't stand up at the bar because you got these two girls. They can't stand up. Man. You can't stop.
Not in them 5-inch heels, boo. These was for
They got
being
heels
pretty.
on. You feel
They
like?
cute, don't they?
So check this out, right?
Okay.
You got to get a motherfucking section.
With a bottle. We might as well get the bottle.
No, the bottles come with the section. 800.
Okay.
Let's just go to, maybe we ain't gonna go to Buckhead because Buckhead is 8 to 12. I'm gonna be generous. Just put 600 on there to come with a bottle. So it's out for your friend.
Okay.
Oh, some of my homegirls gonna come. They said they coming too.
I ain't got nothing to do with them. We just working on these two. We just working on these two.
Hell no.
But guess what? Her homegirl smoke hookah. $60.
Wait. God dang. You done
Did you put the
$60
500 in there?
hookah?
Did the 500 go in there?
It was like
No, I said 600 for the. No, I said
$30.
Okay.
we talking about Buckhead. You came from out of town. We ain't just going down the street.
Okay. Maximum punishment.
Did you get the section price in there? 600.
Yeah, we get it.
All right. You hungry?
Oh yeah, I want them cheese sticks. They got cheese sticks. You want some wings, girl? They got spinach dip. Oh, they got lamb chops. Oh, girl, we can get them lamb chops.
Hey.
You hungry? Do you even want something? You want some fries or something?
Hell no. Hell no.
Most of the time, you going out and you come in from out of town and you meet some chick, the model that you done been following on Instagram, you trying to impress her, she gonna order them lamb chops. So that's 60 for her.
Okay.
And then you think her girl gonna order something less than what she got?
Hell no.
So you put 60 times 2. And you ain't even got nothing to eat for yourself yet. So you might as well go and put the 60 on there, bro, because you ain't gonna get no salad. You feel me? So like, the fucked up part about all this is most times you go out in Atlanta and you sit here in that one spot, they're gonna want to go somewhere else. So tell me how much you got right there.
Give or take, I'm at 1,100 because I fucked up a couple times.
I'm like, how you got this even number? I'm looking over at the calculator.
If you got it like that, you're gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's $2,200, bro.
Yeah.
Or half of that, because they might be drunk by the time you get to the next place, so you don't got to drink.
But if you don't go through that and fall on your ass enough, like I done fell on my ass, I done been up, I've been down, I done been up. When you don't pay attention to, again, like I look at a relationship as a business, your life is a business as well. So like when people don't count them dollars that they spend going out having a good time, you feel what I'm saying? That's how you end up broke.
Yeah, that shit add up in the back end.
You ain't doing that counting in your pocket.
Yeah, that shit add up on the
You
back
feel me?
end.
Like, so I ain't interested in going out and, you know, putting money into the next man's dream as being a successful club owner. I'm trying to build on my shit, just like you trying to build on your shit. You just said you ain't worried about no pussy, cause you trying to build this.
Yeah,
you
if
feel
it
what I'm
come,
saying?
it
Like,
come. If it don't,
yeah.
it's straight. Yeah.
But when a man focused, he ain't on all none of that.
Yeah.
You feel like I'm focused right now, so that's that's why I said I'm probably the wrong person for this podcast to be asking about.
Nah, man,
life.
we just gonna talk about we just gonna talk about a whole bunch of different shit, bro. I mean, it's just like I said, it's the first episode. I mean, I ain't been up in a while. I ain't seen you since I built my studio.
But you done seen me fuck up some money.
Yeah, I have.
You know, I done been in the strip club and spent 10 and 12.
What's that song? Fuck up some money.
Hey,
You be fucking up money too, don't
Who?
you? You.
Who do that? I'm frugal. I actually am. I cook at home. So y'all always talking
Nah,
about
you have
want
cooked me
your
some
little
decent ass meals
housewife
now.
stuff. You wanna
I have a question
Be
for
a-
you.
Ain't gonna go there. We're gonna leave that alone now.
Hold on. I have a
Leave that
question.
alone. Yeah, leave that alone now.
I have a good question since we talking about stuff, and I need to include you in this conversation. When you meet a guy, how many dates do you have to go out on before you cook that man a meal at your house?
In Atlanta.
No, just period. Just
Fuck
imagine
that.
But
from a
I
woman's
cook every
perspective.
day.
Oh, in Atlanta, you in trouble. They don't even know how to cook.
I cook every
Go
day
ahead.
though.
You know?
So I'm of the exception. I cook every day. So that
So-
wouldn't have been a weird I wouldn't have had to do that. Like I would automatically
You didn't listen to
the first
question then.
time. If
What?
I actually
Wait,
if
what?
I
So you invited a man to your house the first time you meet him?
no, you said
You didn't hear listen to the question then?
Yeah. That was the question. Yeah, let him restate the question. So
I'm
you heard.
asking the
Yeah.
question. You
So
meet
you
a
heard
guy.
thoroughly.
Hear me out though. You meet a guy, and y'all start going out on dates. How many dates do you typically go on before you be like, you know what, come over here, I'm gonna cook you dinner? That's what I was asking. Because you like to cook. You just said.
I think when I just feel comfortable with
Depends
how
on the
we
dates, how the
vibe.
dates go.
Right. Because I'm like, if I'm not even feeling your vibe and you just real extra anyway while we eating, I'm like, I couldn't cook you nothing because you're not gonna even
that's right.
appreciate the cooking part. You like eating, I don't know, Wendy's burgers, you know what I'm saying? Every day. I don't know. I'm good.
Hey, Wendy's is my go-to.
I mean
They got the best burgers though. Like that should be
I'm
a
not
lot
getting
more
that.
fresher than McDonald's.
I'm not getting that stuff. Chick-fil-A about the only people who kind of rape me for my money. Like, yeah,
Hell no.
they do.
So how many dates the girl gotta take you out on before you show up and let her pull up and you cook her a meal?
No, she hit it on the nail. I guess it depends on how the dates go. That was real.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? Like, bitch might not even make it to the second date.
I need to know. You don't need to know where I live.
Right, that
Yeah,
part.
But you just start showing up, beating on the door, trying to get in, having other people let you in, just all kind of.
Hey, no, my Stockbridge house was perfect though, cause motherfucker ain't gonna drive all the way.
Man, that motherfucker was dope, boy. When I used to describe
ain't
that house to
driving out that
motherfucking
motherfucker.
people, I used to be like, man, that nigga got a club / lounge / photography studio in the basement of his fucking crib. I was like, that shit is dumb. He got the motherfucking fishing tank in the motherfucking wall, cuz. I was like, that nigga shit straight. Like, every time I came to Georgia, when I started fucking with you, that's why I stayed there.
So I'm going there.
It took me 5 years staying there for somebody to finally pull up to my house unannounced.
For real?
My mama.
You seen him on camera?
No, the bed was crazy.
Was it that good? I mean,
Nah,
just
nah.
showing up.
Shootout. Hey.
Bring your ass outside.
No, that was
Was
a
all your
separate
cars in the
situation.
driveway when you pulled up?
No, that was a separate situation.
Oh.
He said, "Was all your cars in the driveway?"
Shit, yeah, nigga, what the fuck? I be telling motherfucker, look, if I do something to you, don't fuck with my shit, bro. I did it. And none of my stuff do it to you, bro. Don't fuck with my shit. My cars, motorcycle, my equipment, my business, my Google reviews. Don't fuck with none of that shit.
No, it was and it wasn't even a personal situation. It was that model boot camp I had, and it had ended, and somebody was coming back to get their shit. That was the first time police were called them out too.
You called the folks on them?
No, it kind of backfired on her a little bit. She called the police and she got ticket for trespass.
Hey
man, the industry crazy, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But you know, there's two sides. Like the business, you got the business side where that would be my preference, but then you got men that it is in my opinion, and I'm gonna say that it is in my opinion that on the sexual side, it's good for a man to be in a polygamous relationship, because why would you cheat in that situation? Sexually, if you, bro, like sexually, if you got two women at home, why the fuck would you want to go fuck off?
I don't
You
know.
know what I'm saying?
I just feel like at a certain age, let's say you
at 25. What?
I'm just saying.
Wait, is that no longer a fantasy? 'Cause this is real. So if we are naturally animalistic beings,
Men and
you're
women.
gonna try to say, forget what you're talking about. Well, I'm gonna uphold everything that I've ever known, and I'm just gonna stick to these guns. To like, come on. Sometimes it's fluff based on the fact that you're still having a conversation with people, and you still don't want people to judge you. It's like, if you thinking whatever you thinking, you're telling me, okay, cool. I just want to be with this one person. It's the only person I'm gonna ever touch. It's the only person I'm gonna lick, kiss, fuck, whatever you're saying. And I don't want another woman if she said I really wanted to do it because this is my fantasy and this is gonna help us continue this relationship because that's what I wanted, right? Or I don't know, I wanted another couple to come around and we do something together. Or we out of the country. We're
I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
I never swing.
No.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna keep.
Yeah, I never swing.
I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna say it one time. Women would prefer to be with one man.
Period.
But that doesn't mean she's not attracted to other men.
Correct.
or women.
Okay.
But if you're a man and you don't give that woman what she needs, or even try to even entertain what she needs, because most men don't even entertain, most men don't even give a fuck about what they want girl like or want.
And okay, I'll give you that.
You feel what I'm saying? So like, but once you tune into that and give her what she needs, she won't want nobody else. But when you don't, she gon' like other situations. It's like you take two cats, goddamn, you got this cat right here and this cat right here, and they fuck. She gonna have some kids, and then she gonna go fuck the next cat and have some more kids, and this is a cycle because they're animals. But we're taught a certain way to that's what she was saying.
So look, you also said something about caring, saying the guy don't care about it. I feel like there's a lack of communication. Your care is of unconcern because two people married
which care?
will be
What do you mean
sitting
by
caring.
care?
You just said you said it out your mouth just now.
What was I
You said
talking
a man don't really give a fuck about how women think or feel or whatever their needs are.
Once they younger men.
Okay, whoever, I don't care.
Okay.
Unlisted age. The point is saying, like, if you're going to be the one to be in a relationship, you're supposed to talk. I have a problem with this. I don't like this. I like when you touch me soft.
Those
I
are men
don't
that
like when you
care.
do that.
Those are only men that care. The
But
men that don't care don't have that
So a
conversation.
woman can care.
Huh?
Because a woman might be asking
Well,
you all the things that you like. I'm just
you-
asking, is it really one-sided though?
No, all it's about, again, I'm gonna go back to what's right is right and wrong is wrong. A man that knows what's right is right, he cares, so he's gonna have that conversation. But there's the certain men that don't give a fuck, that's gonna do everything else. They don't care about that.
That's why I'm trying to just pretty much explain to y'all, man, that that's why you can't put men and women on the same playing field, bro, because it's just not the same, though.
No,
man.
it is the same. When you know what's
No,
right,
it's
it's
not,
right.
bro.
Yes, it is, bro. Like listen,
So all right, so morally and
morally,
ethically,
right is wrong.
all right, that's here's what it is. But if we talking about a man and a woman, bro, it's just not the same, bro. It's just certain things that men gonna do that
that's male chauvinist. That's where men.
you can call it what the
that's
fuck
what
you
it
wanna
is.
call it. I'm just keeping it a buck, bro.
But it ain't. No, it's not a buck.
What you mean?
You can do something to your
Man,
girl
we
that she can't do to you.
We stand up and piss.
No.
She sit down. It's
I
two
can
different.
stand up and pee. It's just that it's not going
A
straight.
lot of women stand up and pee when they don't want to sit their ass on the toilet.
Right.
Every day.
They squat, nigga. They don't stand up. The
But
fuck?
I felt like standing. Actually, when you're hovering over the toilet, we're
No, but I don't
semi-stood.
No,
than
we on
squat.
something right now though.
But what I'm just trying to say that men and women are different. So it's completely
No, right is
different.
right and wrong is wrong.
All right,
But I have a thing about you saying right and wrong.
Yeah.
If there's a
Like-
such thing as understanding and not understanding,
Okay,
or being oblivious, you're not even knowledgeable of what it
Okay.
is that you're supposed to be doing or not doing.
What's
I'm
right
not
and
even
what's right?
taught to know how to care.
What's right and what's right. If he a man and he know what's right, he ain't about to go fuck off. The fuck you mean? That's wrong.
Here. That's good. That's good. That's a good
That's
point.
what I mean.
That's a good point. That's
What's
a good
right
point.
and what's right and what's wrong is wrong.
Are we only talking about cheating? Like that was?
Huh?
Are we only talking about cheating?
No, we're talking about people's outlook on relationships and people's mindset.
I was saying to you about why. 1 second.
No,
About not
I was
being
explaining the right is right,
right and wrong, right.
Yeah. So it's broad, but it's very particular. If you know what's right, we won't even have this discussion. You feel what I'm saying? But when you so-called have a I got to choose my words carefully. When people aren't held accountable for their actions, you don't hold yourself accountable, then what's wrong seems right to you.
So who gets to teach you? Okay, like this, right? So say the person who automatically somehow knows how to be a romancer, as they say, right? And a planner. I know how to go and, plan trips or plan, days out. I'm gonna, have her drive to go get a outfit and then go get her nails done and her hair done and do all these different things, to a guy that just says, well, that's type of stuff is not even important to me. Like, I don't even know who to call. What am I supposed to do?
Some
I
men
don't
are
even
like
think
that though.
But
Some men are like that.
is it
You gotta
that
know
they-
what you're dealing with?
But is it that is it a fault thing or something?
No.
Where was that learned
No,
behavior of a person that seems like they're so ahead of the game that a woman aspires to want to be with this type of person, to like, well, I gotta train this one because he
Well,
don't know nothing.
Well, you wouldn't even get that far in a relationship because, like we was talking about before, he probably wouldn't even get past the second date to even for you cooking for him, because that's a certain person, if you're paying attention, that you would know that I don't want to deal with that motherfucker because he don't seem like he like the type to take charge. Most women like nigga take charge. Hey, get dressed. Be ready at 7:30. You know what I mean? But you'll know that if you have right conversations with people and ask the right questions, you'll know what type of person you're dealing with by the second date.
So let's talk about that wavy point. Aggressive and assertive.
You'll know that by the second or third date.
Two different things.
You'll know that by the second or third date.
Hey.
My bad.
How would you not, if you're asking the right questions, how would you not know if somebody's...
Because people change. And people, look, this is something I learned. Look, I'm gonna show you a new word. In high school, I kid you not, it took me a while to understand what representative meant. She said, we are always our representatives. Whatever the conversation was, that's the sentence I remember.
No, but you're wrong. That's just not you paying attention.
You are who, and it's not, you do not, there's not always red flags the first day.
We're not talking about red
serial
flags.
killer. I don't know that they about to slap me one day. I'm going to get pushed into the
word
wall.
that you used was assertive and aggressive. What are the two? No. What are the two you said aggressive and what?
Assertive, the
Assertive?
difference.
That's nearly the same.
They're not. Assertive means I'm going to speak up for myself. Aggressive is I'm going to come over and slap you to make you listen to what I've got to say.
Okay, but again, if you're paying attention in a date, you'll know that. If y'all waiting too long to sit down, that aggressive motherfucker, you gonna know he aggressive. You feel what I'm saying? Or that female, you feel what I'm saying, that you don't like your food. You know what I mean? And you're like, I don't really like this, that. She gonna be assertive and what? Excuse me. If you paying attention to the date, you can tell what type of person you dealing with. But if you ain't paying attention, you wouldn't know that until you living together. Hey, you talking about?
You feel some kind of
No, that's a real. No,
that's real. But that come from motherfuckers. Hey, listen, that just come from motherfuckers that be they not to get they just trying to get something.
No,
that be the motherfucker that ain't paying attention to that shit. They just trying to get something.
And you will know what type of nigga or chick you dealing with if you just if a nigga looking to fuck. If a woman paying attention and a nigga just looking to fuck, she'll know that by the first date.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about?
Yeah.
The first date, they not gonna even get to a date because if they want that, they gonna let you know right then.
No.
They trying to take you home tonight.
You can slide, man. You can slide any chick DM and take them on a date, man. Come on with that.
Well, guess what? Okay, so here go change subjects. Now they sliding in the DM and they saying, oh, okay, so how much you gonna pay me to go out?
Wow.
Oh, she wouldn't get a date.
Wow. Yeah.
She need to be on Backpage. No, Backpage. Oh.
It sure is. Cash app. But the rappers talking about send me your cash app. Send the cash app, right?
No, but that's them the ones that get their page deleted.
Yeah.
But are you fishing for a fish in
You'll know,
IG?
If again, I'm gonna go back to if you're paying attention, you'll know that by the first date. You'll know. Cause the chick did send some money out for a cash app. Get what she's saying? You can send me some money to get my nail done before we go out. Chick, I want shit. She already know what the fuck going on. She already got her nails and hair done.
Period.
Hey, you talking about?
Period. Spend my money on something else.
Claps?
Yeah.
Shaking your head over there saying yes. What the kind of chick you want? You want her to already have been able to have things that's taking place.
I didn't say what I want. That is not what I said.
So you don't want. I'm just trying to get it straight.
What was said?
I hear you, but sometimes how you say things.
Mm-mm.
I get what you were saying. There are some women who say, my nails are already done. I don't think he was saying it in a way.
Yeah, like
that. I just think he was saying like he dealt with women who say like I'm good. Like, you know, if you want
the woman that I would have on a second or third date would never ask that question. That's what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying?
Correct.
So like if a chick so I'm gonna go back into that a chick that will be like, yo, I ain't got my nail done, my hair done, can you cash at me? Blah, 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 blah. She ain't getting no second date, bro. I promise you.
So guess what? I think sometimes you're actually still on the thought, and I'll be like 2 or 3 thoughts ahead of you.
Oh, man,
so you be having to try to you be trying to rewind it for me, and I'm not actually the one behind. I done already asked my question.
It's not for you, it's for the people that's listening.
Oh, they not slow. You know what? We act like that, right? If people
sometimes
act like they are slow.
No, you know a lot of people take their own perception, so you have to gear it in the right direction. Everybody takes their own perception.
Every time. Chime in, Whipper.
Hey, I'm lit, bro. I ain't even gonna hold
Where's
y'all.
the Whipper?
I'm actually I'm supposed to be the host, y'all, but I'm actually entertained right now. So I just been listening to them. So I just hope y'all been getting some fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know me. If you've been listening to the podcast, y'all know me. You know you always gonna get what you gonna get from me, or whatever the case may be. I just actually been over here kind of sort of just kicking it in my own little world. And I don't know what I did with this music, but it's making me feel some type of way. But anyway, first and foremost, thank you. This is going to have to be a part 2. And the reason I'm saying it's going to have to be a part 2, because there are some intricate things that were mentioned during this conversation that we need to double back with the producer outlining how I need to handle this thing, because y'all were entertaining as fuck.
Oh.
Entertaining as fuck. And number one, that's the reason why I brought it, because I know she just She be in her own little world. Like she exists in her own little
She don't play no
universe.
games. That's good.
That's just what it is. And she stand on what she believes and how she feel. That's just it. So you know what I'm
That's
saying?
I feel
Leos,
like
you know
this is
what
the
I'm saying?
thing, right? If you know you are in quote unquote a discussion, we as ignorant people like to say you debating because they don't know anything different, that it's being a conversation.
Yes.
Because we disagree doesn't mean that we have to be arguing,
Yeah,
quote
not
unquote,
yet.
right? So I'm that person who likes to throw that anomaly. If you're, like I said, you trying to recorrect how you feel I'm thinking, and it's not like you thing or my thing or whatever you speaking in
Oh.
general, but I was just saying that is me throwing the monkey wrench into it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's me.
Yeah,
That's the
no,
that's the little
absolutely.
spice.
And I have a habit of over explaining myself.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm often misunderstood.
I got
You
you.
feel me? But like when I'm talking, I'm already 3 layers deep. So I gotta explain how I got
That's
there.
how I talk.
You feel what I'm
sometimes.
saying?
Like some people
yeah.
feel like you don't have to explain it if it's already
Yeah.
understood. But I be like, some people you got to take their ass from A to Z because they ain't
Yeah.
gonna
I'm up here.
understand.
I done
No,
dealt no. I done dealt
I'm
with a
on
lot
a
of
new
people
level.
to understand. I have to explain that sometimes.
Where that cue at? You need to play that song right there.
Well, look, man. I'm your boy Chester, man. You have just tuned into the first episode of the Atlanta edition, man. After hours up here kicking it, you know what I'm saying, with my people. We finna get ready to get up out of here. I know it was ended abruptly, and y'all was like, okay, I wanted to hear the rest of what Thomas was finna say. I wanted to hear what the rest of DEANNA was finna say on these specific subjects. Listen, I promise you, I'm gonna bring them back. We're gonna bring them back, and it's gonna be a part 2 to this. And we're gonna have full circle. We're gonna be all the way in there. But in the meantime, between time, man, if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, follow button, like button, do that right now. And before we get out of here, I want my guests to introduce themselves one more time and tell the folks where they can find you, man. And we're gonna get ready to get up out of this thing.
All right, Deanna Barnes from the ATL. It's at Deanna Divine. When I get my life together, y'all will figure everything out, but it's DEANNADIVINE, but have things going on in the film industry. You know, we shoot film and video and commercials and TV shows that y'all know that y'all seen that
deal.
shoots around here in Atlanta.
Shit, I need a deal.
What?
Yeah, I need a deal.
You
A
need
deal.
a deal.
Yeah,
You need to
DEAL.
make this a deal.
Black
Make
and
it a
white.
big
Show me a
deal.
number so I can sign.
You gotta keep creating. That's the point, right?
Yeah.
You gotta let Leos finish talking before you.
You know I'm a Leo too. Why you keep capping on all this shit?
I know that. That's why I kept quiet.
Yeah. Hosted my whole birthday party at the motherfucking estate. You left the estate. You supposed to stay at that motherfucker, Mike.
I don't like people.
Whatever.
No, but you can find me at mdmotivation.com, and that's DOTCOM spelled out, MD Motivation. That's my financial literacy page. And photography, where everybody know me as Thomas, that's the Thomas Collection. And the studio page is Thomas Collection Studios. So yeah.
And there you have it, good people, man. All the information will be actually down low in the description. If you notice me looking up, it's because he got a fly ass screen right up in his studio, and I can see myself. That's why I keep looking up instead of looking at my camera. If y'all are wondering, so I just wanted to tell y'all that real quick.
To the audience.
But we are finna get up out of this thing, man.
HD too low, y'all.
Thanks so much for listening, and until next time, man. I am your host, LaCheston, and y'all already know how we do, man. Peace.